games today. 3 of your games that you posted on Twitter. So twitter.com/ThomasBrushDev if you want to submit your games for future Let's Plays where I review your games. Hey, coming in. Making sure everybody's happy, making sure everybody's heard and the volume is good. Usually, okay, let's double check and see if the stream is working. There you go. Good. All right, we've got some folks here. Yay. Okay, it works. Sorry, Streamlabs is I don't use OBS. I use Streamlabs, and it's so random. It kicks me out randomly, and I have to redo all my settings. Okay, so we're good here. Let me go ahead and set up the proper thumbnail. All right, guys, what we're gonna do here today is we're gonna play these 3 games, and it's cool because you're gonna learn from someone who actually makes indie games. So like my current, if you don't know, my current game that I'm currently working on is called Twisted Tower, and that's published by 3D Realms. 3D Realms is the label. They're not really the same studio necessarily, but they're the same label from the 90s that made, you know, Duke Nukem and Wolfenstein. So that's really something I'm kind of proud of. I think it's really cool. Point being, though, I've got that game published and also a game called Pinstripe and Neversong, which are available on pretty much every platform with really good scores on Steam. So why do I say that? I say that's because we're going to be looking at some games today, and I'm going to be offering any feedback that I have for your games. Let's double check something here. And so the cool thing is we're going to look at Steam pages as well, because I think Steam pages they're the front door to your game. That and the menu. So those are the front door to your game. So we're going to be taking a look at those as well and reviewing those. Alrighty, come on in. Hey, by the way, guys, wanted to say a huge thank you to students who enrolled in full-time game dev yesterday. Felipe R, Alidio, Nixa B, Bradley H, Jeremy S, and Patrick M. Man, it means so much to me that you guys joined yesterday. And by the way, if you're a student at full-time game dev, let me know, and I'll try and shout you out in the chat. I mean, I'll do my best. But by the way, look, guys, you've got we have there should be a timer up here. Where did it go? We've got I think 4 or 5 days left to join full-time game dev. I need to write that down. Why is that not showing up? And you'll get it for 50% off. And you'll also get 2D and 3D Art Pro completely free. Guys, if you want to learn how to get funding, and you want to learn how to get funding, whether it's Kickstarter or whether it's a publisher, or how to hit the Steam front page, I'm going to show you how to do all of that in this program. I'm going to teach you everything I've learned in the last decade. On top of all of that, you're going to learn how to make a game in Unity, Godot, Unreal. You could pick whichever engine you want to learn. So it's massive. You know, you're going to join 4,500 students worldwide. This is the biggest sale event I've had. Well, this and Black Friday. These 2 are the biggest sale events of the year. So once this is over in 4 days, we won't be doing a sale event like this until probably next Black Friday. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the first game here. IHAS. So this game is an interesting, it looks good. It looks good, but it has a cold vibe. And I don't know if that's the intention or not of the developer, but it's called IHAS. The link is in the description if you want to wishlist it. By the way, let's see if everybody's happy on the chat. Peculiar Violinist, let's go. Really enjoying these streams. Kyle says, what happened to the paid to play masterclass? Man, I need to tweet that out. I had a meeting today that popped up, and I just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Yes, Quinn. Yes. Okay. Frederico says, I'm a student and making my solo game called Bogdan's Cross. That's awesome. Okay, IHAS. I think IHAS, well, what I always like to do here, I'm going to turn down the air. It's a little hot in my office right now. One sec. It's a little warm. But what I like to do is I like to look for the hook. Can anybody identify the hook on this Steam page? What's the hook of this game? Does anybody know? What is the hook of this game? It's very important because if you know the hook then determines everything else on the page. It determines the key art, it determines the thumbnail, it determines the trailer, it determines the screenshots. You want everything to point to the hook. And so, turn the air down here. There we go. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to look for the hook. The last sentence has the hook. Okay, so find yourself aboard a giant spaceship in IHAS. It's an odd name. Because it just sounds like bad grammar. It sounds like I'm saying, I has a gun. You know? I has a brain. So it feels a little odd. A gripping sci-fi adventure. So gripping, that's a descriptive word that really doesn't serve anything. Because it's like it's almost like the word very. It's a very fun game. It's not really telling me anything. It's yeah, I don't know if that's a useful word. Sci-fi adventure handcrafted by a solo Ukrainian. This is not important. This should not be here. Handcrafted by a solo developer. You could put that in like a devlog here as like the second video. I've seen developers do that. This is not good to do. And I think I even did this once on upon a time. Let's see here. Did I? Nope, it's not there. Good. I was about to say, phew, Thomas, don't be a hypocrite. But yeah, I don't think that's useful to anybody. Don't try and get people to sympathy buy your game. And I'm not sure if that's the goal here, but it feels like that. Experience and I didn't even realize Ukraine's at war, so I'm not trying to be cold here. I didn't even think about that. I'm thinking about this whole like solo developer thing. It's like, don't put it there. Experience, intent, and when I'm saying sympathy buy, please don't misunderstand me. I just thought about it. I'm not saying it's about a Ukrainian that makes it a sympathy buy. I'm talking about the solo part. Don't try and get people to buy your game because you're a single like one-man team. Okay? Full disclosure. Don't want to get in trouble. Experience intense FPS action, mind-bending puzzles, and epic boss battles. Okay, so there's no hook. There's no hook. And that's a big problem. A hook is something that grips the player and is different. It's very unique. Okay? So, for example, if we go to Thronefall doesn't have a hook, Thomas. It's just a city builder game or a tower defense game. No, it's a city building game. Yeah, wait. It is. It does have a hook. It has a hook. What is it? Minimalistic kingdom building. Okay? It has its own unique niche that it's filling, and it's clear as day in the visuals. IHAS does not have a hook. Okay? A sci-fi adventure playing as a robot, that could have been a hook in the 90s. But this is not a hook. Do you guys agree with me here? Gustavo says, it's okay, I never read the description, and the average people don't care to. I don't think that's true. I think people read descriptions. And I also think the description is the first step in forming all other elements of your Steam page. That first sentence should be your hook. And if you can't write it, you can't pitch your game to a publisher, you can't pitch it on Kickstarter, and you also cannot pitch it to an audience, right? Because you don't know yourself what the hook is. If you don't know what the hook is, you can't pitch it. So you need to know what the hook is. Once you find out what the hook is, like, for example, guys, let's do what we did yesterday. You guys want to do this little fun exercise? Let's use the big butt principle. A robot game, a first-person robot game, but blank. And so what you do is you think, what's the opposite of a robot? Or what's something that's contradictory to a robot? Right? It could be mechanically. It can be with the story. It's tough, but let's think about it. What is the opposite or what is contradictory to a robot? Well, guys, when I say the description matters first, it's because the description informs everything else for you. For you. You need that description written somewhere in your brain. Okay? That description is if you haven't watched Gavin's video about this, on Scientia Ludos, which is Gavin Eisenbeiss's new channel. He's the creator of Choo Choo Charles. You should watch the video about Steam descriptions and Steam thumbnails. It's very, very important. A human who wants to be a robot. That's great. A robot who... an emo robot. Do you see, guys? Do you see the hook? Do you get it? That's how hooks work. Right? This is why let's think about WALL-E. WALL-E is an emotional robot. It's a sad, moody, kind of Eeyore robot, right? That's one of the strong hooks. Okay? So creating contrast within your typical tropey element is a quick way to create a hook. It's not the only way, right? For example, Psycho's hook, Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, that hook is, well, it's hard to explain, but the hook is that you think the protagonist is somebody and it's not, and the protagonist is killed in like the first 30 minutes. So in his case, it's not necessarily that the plot itself is a hook, but it's more like the way the story is delivered. I don't know if you can get away with that anymore, though. I think you have to have the hook pretty evident right away, especially on a Steam page. All right, let's go ahead and play the game. Ready, guys? Let's jump in. And full disclosure, I've checked out all of these games just to make sure I understand the general mechanics and I don't get stuck in the first, 5 seconds of the game. You won't have that luxury with your players when you release your game, but I feel like it's fair to the developer to at least look at it for just a split second. Okay? Stranded robot left behind by humans who abandon Earth. A robot in a forest. That's a good hook. Something like that. Like a robot who wants to clean up the Earth. Which, that's... there we go again. There's another one. That's WALL-E. Okay, let's take a look. Graphically, it looks good. Hang on one sec. I need to make sure that the volumes are set properly here. Graphically, it looks good. Pretty generic. It's hard to know what to do here. Like, do you make it more rustic? And it's always a good idea in my mind to just dishevel everything. But we'll take a look at the story here and see if that's a good idea. This is really cool. I like this. We'll do beginner. And go ahead, load in. Okay. Turn it up.
Can you hear me? It's me. We have a built-in radio connection.
What's this place? Why am I here?
You're in a training area. A place meant to prepare you for what lies ahead. Right now, focus on the choices in front of you. The pistol on the table. It won't bring back your memories.
What pistol?
But it might offer a sense of control in this uncertain reality.
Control. Maybe that's what I need right now.
Okay, that's why I'll press it. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a pun, but that was funny. Voice acting is not good. The graphics are great. I think they're great. I don't really have any complaints. I think they're a little dry. It's not like they're super unique, but they're good. They're good. I just don't know if they're going to catch people's attention. That's why if this game was about an abandoned ship, having just lights flickering and smoke coming out, the sounds from the space, like asteroids hitting, lights flickering. Please, everyone evacuate the ship. Enter Sector A98. All robots, stay behind. Stay behind. Stay behind. Stay behind. If that was included in this, it's golden. And by the way, again, it's contrast. this beautiful, pristine ship with an environment that's falling apart. Of course, it's a trope. When it comes to the voice acting, I think it's a big problem because I don't know who's talking. There's a guy talking to me with a low voice, and then there's another guy with a low voice. Now, I'm pretty sure it's like some abstract leader who's telling me what to do. And then you've got a voice of a robot, but I want to show you something here. It doesn't look like that robot. So let's go ahead and try this out, guys. Let's try this out. I'm gonna try this just with my voice and see if we can make this better, okay? Can I record here? Yep, I can. Okay, so let's say something. This is the voice of the guy talking to me. IHAS. It's Lieutenant Commander Johnson. Can you hear me okay? Good, buddy, all right. Listen, I want you to go look for the pistol on the table. Just remember, you might need to crouch. Got that, buddy? Okay. Now, let's do IHAS's voice. Hear you loud and clear, sir. Wait, what? Where am I? Okay. Roger. Right, creating contrast. And then all you gotta do is this. If we merge all these together, mix them down to mono, what you can do is, with the right effects, you can create distance between the two, okay? So for example, can I hear this? I can't hear it. Hold on. Why can't I hear it? Preference. We'll go to our headphones here. Output. Is it this one? Yeah, there we go. Okay, sorry guys. Can I record here? Yep, I can. Okay, so let's say something. This is the voice of the guy talking to me. Okay, ready? IHAS. It's Lieutenant Commander Johnson. Can you hear me okay? Good, buddy, all right. Okay, so let's grab this. Where am I? You guys just gotta trust me, okay? Just trust me, it'll be all right. It always sounds cheesy at the start. Wait, what? Good, buddy. Okay, so where is he? Wait, what? Hear you loud and clear, sir. Okay, here we go. IHAS. It's Lieutenant Commander Johnson. And so we'll create a new layer down here. Hear you loud and... insert some silence here. Wait, what? Where am I? So this right here, we're gonna remove this. It's good to establish who you are. It's good to establish who the characters are. Tell us who they are. Tell who you are as well. That's just a side note. Can you hear me okay? Where am I? Okay. Wait, what? Roger. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll just put that one here. These are just random lines. IHAS. Roger. It's Lieutenant Commander Johnson. Hear you loud and clear, sir. Good, okay. And we'll just do this. Listen, I want you to go look. Roger. Right, critical. Where am I? Wait, what? Listen, I want you to go. Good, buddy, all right. Listen, I want you. Can you hear me okay? Right here. Good. It's Lieutenant Commander Johnson. There we go, Roger. There we go. All right. Bang. All right. Look for the pistol on the table. Just remember, you might need to crouch. Okay, something like that, okay? Just go with me for a sec. Now, what we want to do is we want to create distance between the two. So for example, you could go, okay, the voice of the player is grounded in reality, so you're going to maybe get some reverb, whereas this is coming through a speaker in his ear, right? So what you do is you go to the filter EQ and you do something like this. IHAS. Here we go. IHAS. It's Lieutenant Commander Johnson. Roger. We'll do this. We'll have Roger at the end, and then this is going to be here. Okay. Hear you loud and clear, sir. Good, buddy. There we go. Good, buddy. All right. Listen, I want you to go look for the pistol on the table. Just remember, you might need to crouch. All right, there we go.
IHAS. It's Lieutenant Commander.
All right, good. Tracks, mix and render. Guys, we're not examining, just FYI. We're not talking about actual voice acting here. We're talking about effects and why effects matter with voice acting. Okay? I would not put this in my games either. All right, let's go. So what we can do is we can add some reverb to make it sound like we're in an echoey environment. Or you could use a reverb zone. So we'll do this.
Hear you loud and clear, sir.
There we go. Actually, let's go ahead and get this to sound more robotic. There we go.
Hear you.
Bring the pitch down. Bring the pitch up.
Hear you loud and clear, sir.
Good.
Roger, roger.
There we go. Tracks, mix and render. This one we can probably get away with it being... you could definitely have a high end on it, and then you could just reduce the bass. I think that's fine. Maybe reduce some of the mid-range, or actually boost up the mid-range. Let's see what that sounds like.
Okay.
Hear you loud and clear, sir.
There we go. And then, so there, the effects we're talking about are, number one, dropping off the high end and the low end to make it sound like it's coming through a radio. And then what you can do with the voice of the player is add reverb and also bump up the mid-range, but you can keep the high end but kill off the low end to make it sound more robotic.
Hear you loud and clear.
Okay, here we go. One sec. Add some reverb.
Hear you loud and clear, sir.
There we go.
Good, buddy. All right. Listen, I want you to go look for the pistol.
There we go. Flatten this. Let's add a little bit of treble in there.
IHAS. It's Lieutenant Commander Johnson. Can you hear me okay?
Hear you loud and clear, sir.
Good, buddy. All right. Listen, I want you to go look for the pistol on the table. Just remember, you might need to crouch.
Roger, roger.
So we're creating two things. We're creating two different characters. We're creating where one is versus the other one. It's hard to know listening to it currently. And then also personality that's reflected in the player's capsule art. Okay? That's the goal. I'm not saying the voice actor, in this case, me, is a good idea. You'd hire it from voices.com. But with the right effects, you can create personality and also a sense of place, right? And understand who's actually talking to me. So let's keep playing. So I wish there was a jump sound. Makes me sound like a robot. Excuse me. Really lean into the hook of the robot. Let's see here. Press F to attack. Got it. So a lot of mechanical sounds would really help. All right, let's grab this here. All right.
Remember, it's a tool that might help you, but it won't solve everything. Trust yourself more than any weapon.
I'll keep that in mind. What's next?
Within this vast alien spacecraft, there are portals that serve as gateways to different parts of the ship. They offer a means for you to travel and explore this hostile environment.
Inside an alien spaceship.
Yeah.
How did we end up here?
It's a long story. I will share with you later when the time is right. For now, we must focus on surviving and finding a way out.
So yeah, do you guys understand kind of the goal with the voice acting? If I was the developer, I would if I had any like $400, and I know that's hard, okay, and I know that can be expensive, but $400 on voices.com, you could hire a really solid voice actor who could potentially even do both, and then you just add effects to both of them. Right now, they both sound kind of similar in a weird way, and it just completely threw me off when I first played this. Okay. Reload. Well, that's cool. So it's like a charging station for reloading. No, the voices aren't the same person. It seems like the one voice is like an AI voice almost. It sounds like something you get on like an AI voices website. And then the other one sounds like it might be the developer. I'd speed that up. That lasted too long. You want it to be pretty quick. Quick, fast movements like this can really, really help with these kind of games because the game has kind of a toony look. Imagine shooting like this, right? Right now it's, look how slow, watch this. This is gonna really help. I hope the developer watches this. So you have this that does not feel reactive. When I shoot a gun in real life, it's instant, right? The slowness is in the reaction after the after the pullback, after the recoil. Then it's slow. Well, let me show you slow motion. This is how the guns are in my games. This is slow motion. Okay, here's your gun. The next frame is back. There is no tween or lerp between those two keyframes. Instantaneous back and then recoil. That makes sense? Yeah, it needs to be fast. The same is true with the grenade. When I get the grenade, watch this. If you want to show picking up a grenade, which I don't think honestly you have to, just have it say grenade when you get it. It's an indie game after all. You grab it like this. Look at it and then pull back, right? Really fast. Or you could go really quick, fast, especially if I'm a robot with mechanical, crunchy metal sounds. I think that's the goal here. So let's keep going here. So I think there's mainly a game feel issue here. I can't tell what the difference between these two are. I don't know how to fix that. How do I fix that? This doesn't quite make sense to me. So I guess I have to get... Unless I'm missing something, it's like I'm forced to get hit. Okay, so this feels odd to me because this arm is on my right side. Most people are gonna come up to it like this, like Half-Life. Having the arm, it's okay if the arm comes to the right, but it should at least point at me. I'll show you it in the future, guys. It points this way. It doesn't point and like actually laser me, which feels odd. Okay, let's keep going here. Okay. Little puzzles, cool. All right. So far, so good. Feels good. Feels good. Okay.
Well done. Your training here is now complete.
Okay, so big problem with this the start of this game is who knows based on previous live streams I've done, who knows one of the big problems we have here with the first, what was that, the first 2-3 minutes of the game. Who knows what the big problem is? I has no clue. Lala says, I has no clue. Does anyone know what the big issue here is with like the first 5 minutes? Well, there's no hook, correct. Richard, get to the point, yup. Motivation, yup. No objective, yup. No goal, yup. Slow to hook, yup. Lack of motivation. Why are you here? The speed of the animations. It's primarily the hook. There is no reason that I can find in the first 5 minutes why I'm here. So let's come up with one. I'm sure it shows up, okay? But here are some examples that you can do to immediately make this more interesting. Watch this. Wait, what? What the hell? Oh, what the hell? He looks at his hands. What happened to my hands? And the voice on the speaker goes, It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I know this might scare you. You've been asleep for 1,000 years, and although your body decomposed, we were able to build you mech arms. Where am I? Who am I? Why am I here? I'll let you know. Don't be scared. Boom. IHAS. It's that simple, right? It's like, oh my, something mysterious happened. Let's figure out why. That's what I talk about this all the time. You're creating an itch. You're creating a scratch that makes them want to go itch that. I want to find out why I was a human and now I'm a robot. Okay? Does that make sense? That wasn't fair. Okay, if you start the player like this, I start like this. That is so unfair. Look at that. You need to put the portal right here so that I start like this. That's where you should put it so that I can see this. Okay. So, this was the first time I played this puzzle. It was a little challenging. I didn't quite understand that this is where the slot to put it. I was trying to like use it in this because it's not taught. You know, this isn't taught at all. So, by the way, if the developer's watching, please, please, please understand that I got the same kind of critique for my game. Most people do. Even I talked to Ken Levine about this. Ken Levine got it for BioShock. Same kind of thing. First 5 minutes are the hardest part of your game to create. So I would put a little flashing or an outline on this so I knew to put that there. And you only need to do it once. And now I know. So teaching the player is
Before we
tough.
proceed, there's something crucial I need to tell you. This place is infested with hostile robots.
This place is infested with hostile robots.
They're not your ordinary machines.
But they're not your ordinary machines.
They're alien beings from another world.
Yeah, it's so emotionless.
Their true intentions shrouded in mystery. Why they have set their
So
sights
generic.
on Earth and what they seek exactly, I don't have all the answers. All I know is that they hunger for Earth's resources and pose a grave threat to its people. They won't hesitate to attack, so be on your guard.
Yeah, but where are we? Where are we?
Aliens? Are you serious?
Okay, another question there.
It just keeps getting stranger
Sorry.
and stranger.
We'll find a way. Trust in your instincts, your resilience. You're more capable than you realize. As we progress,
Okay,
we'll
come on,
uncover their
come on.
weaknesses, their patterns. We'll use their technology against them.
I'll do my best, but I can't help feeling overwhelmed by all of this.
Remember, they will be a constant presence. Persistent threat wherever you go.
This feels really
Be
good, this
strong
movement.
and resolute in our fight against them.
I can't jump underneath this. Isn't that funny? But I could jump here. I just can't jump there. One big problem with the voice acting, we've discussed a lot of it, but or it's the dialogue. So number one, it's emotionless. So the guys, I want the guy to be like, listen, they're aboard the ship. Humanity is devastated. I need you to fight them and use their powers against them. You can do this. And IHAS, the problem with, the problem with IHAS is, okay, is it a robot or a human? Because a robot, there's a lot of questions. So number one, even if it was a human wouldn't say, I'm overwhelmed by this. No, what did they say? Aliens? Or you gotta be kidding me? Aliens? That's so, the line was something like that. This is just such a strange day. Aliens? Wait, I'm a robot in space. So, but I'm surprised by aliens? So that's the thing. It's like, it feels really odd. It's like, why would I be surprised? It's clearer that I'm on some kind of alien ship. So there's some writing issues with the story and dialogue and voice acting. Like I said, graphics are good, movement feels great. Honestly, it just looks great and feels pretty good. I kind of like how it looks almost like it's got like a cartoon graphic novel look. But really cool puzzles here. So let's see here. What is this? Nice. Okie dokie. So cool. Lots of puzzles to solve. Sounds like it'll be really fun. maybe another one here. Whoa. That's kind of weird. Okay. That's not really fair. It should snap perfectly.
Now, as we move forward, it's important to emphasize that you have agency over your actions.
Really? I
You
don't have
hold
any
the
ammo?
power to decide whether to shoot or not, whom to trust, and how you shape your path through this enigmatic world.
What?
Your choices matter. Remember that sometimes the choices we make define us more than the circumstances we find ourselves in.
Okay, let's get some ammo. VO is a very easy fix. Yes. Story is easy, but it requires a really strong understanding of how to motivate the player. And I've done this well. I've done this not well. You know, sometimes I haven't done a very good job at it. I highly recommend. I think it's a book by Robert McKee called Story, and it teaches you the basics of writing a screenplay, but it teaches you basic story arcs. Yeah, it doesn't feel really good to shoot those things. I need to see sparks. I need to hear a pop. I need to see my reticle flash. Bassy, trebly sounds. I could show you guys really quick how we could do that. Let's see here. What I like to do is I go to artlist.io, sign in, signed me out. Are you kidding me? And then you just download some metallic crunching sounds. And that's about it. So here is artlist.io. Go to the sound effects here, metal crunch. See if we can find a good one. There we go, that's good. Then we're gonna do a metal hit, because we want the crunch, but we also want like a hit. There we go, that's it. That's all we really need. And then you also want a sound of like a robot beep. You want to give personality to every enemy. You want them to be like, something like that. Every time you hit, and you have three random hit sounds basically. So let me show you guys this really quick, how we could do this. Oh, definitely need some particles as well. Sorry, my Internet Explorer is frozen. Or what is it? File Explorer is frozen. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab these sounds. I'll bring them in. I want to show you guys how to do this really quick. Here's the hit sound. But you want, guys, the reason why I downloaded 2 sounds is because you want the impact sound, but you also want it to feel, and you don't even have to show it. You want it to feel like particles and pieces fell to the ground. So right here, for example. Okay, and then you want this to be less. It's a little fast. No. We're almost there. There we go. And we'll do this. There we go. And then, finally, and then you just mix them. And add some silence in between. There we go. Tracks, mix and render. To mono. Copy, add. It's always the pitch shift, guys. Always, always, always do the pitch shift. It always works. Yeah, let's find the right tone here. There we go. Just something subtle. Something really subtle here that makes us feel like this thing has a personality. And you could put, you guys, you could put all of this in one track. you know, and you can call it enemy hit 1. That's it, you know, that's all you got to do. And then we'll do a pitch change. We'll also merge these together, mix and render, and then you could also do a EQ like we did, right? Get rid of the high end and the low end. And then you could also do a little bit of a distortion, very subtle. Gotta be careful. You could do both. You could mix them too, so stack them. Like this, and then drop this one down. Hang on. Yep. All we gotta do is this right here, distortion, and then something like that. And then when you get the 2, and maybe even go higher pitched. And then you'd have different, you know, different variations of it. And the way you would make different sounds is you would just go like, okay, we got that one, and then we have this one here. Pitch, drop that down. Like that. You could have that one. This one you could drop it down a little bit too. And then you could cut some pieces out of it. So you get different sounds. See? It's pretty straightforward. And you just have 3 of them and they randomly go. Why is... Oh, oh, man. Yeah, so it's something like that. I mean, that's a rough and dirty, like, 30-second example. But, yeah, that's how I would handle that. Also, the gunshot, it could be definitely better. It needs to sound almost like a slap. So there's some game feel stuff we need to work on. But anyway, I think primarily game feel is the issue there. Obviously, we barely got through the tutorial because I'm sitting here doing voice acting. But I think that's going to help you guys a lot. And hopefully that helps the developer as well. Let's move on to the next game. The next game is called Barbotine. Guys, was that helpful to you at all? Is that helpful to you at all? Yeah, a little bit of a wet sound. Like the plasma gun from Halo 2, right? I'm not saying anything. I did not say that. Okay, anyway, let's move on here. Barbotine. The unnecessary HD reflections could definitely kill some rigs. I agree. Yeah, no motive. Really, there's no motive in that game. And the developer might be thinking, Thomas, you didn't play like an hour, or you didn't play 30 minutes. Neither will anybody else when they play your demo. You've got to set it up immediately, okay? You've got to set it up immediately with motivation, okay? You've got to create motivation right away. Okay, Barbotine, let's take a look at the store page really quick. Believe it or not, as cool as that I need to get this to go to the right one. Hold on, I want to go to, what am I saying? My browser. Okay, so believe it or not, I like Barbotine's, I love that thumbnail. I think it's awesome. And he's like peeling his skin off, which is really cool. I think that's what he's doing. Problem is, it really doesn't reflect the hook of the game. Now, the developer might think that the hook it's about anxiety, isolation, and body image. I think truly the hook is actually the PSX aesthetics. I think that's probably the main hook. That's what makes this thing really shine. So, I would probably put that in the thumbnail. Granted, those PS games, this is kind of what they looked like in the day. The way that the box art looked. So maybe the developer's onto something. So that's a minor thing. An atmospheric horror micro game that touches on topics of anxiety, isolation, body image, and obsessive habits with a surreal PSX aesthetic. So guys, what do we think the hook is here? Does anybody know what the hook is? We talked about it. I think it's the PSS aesthetic. But I also like that it's about anxiety, isolation, and body image. I think that's a really interesting hook. So anyway, let's go ahead and play this game. Oh, we can watch the trailer and see if the trailer's effective. That was cool. Oh, they did so good. Alex Raslov did a great job. And this is exactly what we talked about yesterday. You're probably thinking, Thomas, please stop interrupting, but we're here to learn, and you're here to learn from me. So here's what we talked about yesterday, and here's what I want to talk about today. A great trailer starts quick and then slows down in the middle. You hook them, and then you slow down, and that's exactly what happened here. We have this really interesting hook. Aesthetic, mechanic with the shifting letters, creepy basement. What's in there? I gotta know. Who are those guys? Questions. Now it slows down and tells you what the game is. So cool. Really good trailer. Alex, really good trailer. I'm intrigued. I want to buy it. I want to buy the game. Really good. Barbotine. Oh, is that a rag? Looks like he's peeling his skin. Anyway. A game by Alex Raslov. All right. This is great. Oh man, parties make me just feel so... I do not like parties. And I never got invited to parties, let's be honest. Those are some terrifying models. Okay, this looks amazing, honestly. Really, really unique art. Look at that pizza. Oh, I love that. Oh man, the jock. Hey, jock. I love that hand. Hey man, can you grab me a beer? Yes? Am I your servant? I want to turn that light off, but might change the graphics. It appears that this is unlit, an unlit shader, which makes it even more disorienting. Hello. Oh, you don't want to talk to me? Okay. I love the warping meshes. Excuse me. Oh, 100% Sheza. I never got invited to parties. Look at that beautiful face. Oh man, and he's so buff. Look at all these buff dudes. This is hilarious. All the guys are jacked. Talking to girls. Oh, it's so disorienting. That pizza's hilarious. I love that. What charm. Oh man. I'll get you a beer. Oh. What's that noise? Oh.
Hey, how you've been?
I don't, Oh man, I can't even formulate a word and then she just throws up on me. Brad, I got your beer, buddy. Brad. Thanks, man. Oh, thank you for liking me. Oh. Okay, I woke up from my party and I look at my pajamas. I was like, oh man, those hands were great. This is a solid game. You can tell this thing is artfully crafted. I'm reading some pretentious, dark fiction book that I don't want to tell my friends about. Brad? I thought we were friends. Whoa, why is the kitchen different? What? I guess I'm in an apartment in the future. I want to drink some milk. For those of you who are curious about how to achieve this aesthetic, it's very straightforward. I shall show you really quick, and we will continue playing. I want to try and teach, if I can, PSX Effects Shader in the Unity Asset Store, and it'll do all this for you. In fact, I would bet $1,000,001 that this is the shader being used. And I believe it has warping as well. I've used it and it has warping. What do they call it? Triangle sort? No. Nope, it looks like they don't have the warping. I don't know where that is. But anyway, there's a lot of different ones. They're just post-processing effects. Sometimes they're shaders, sometimes they're post-processing. So yeah. But I actually don't know how the warping occurs. So anyway, let's go ahead and keep playing here. Dev, are you in the chat? Where's the dev? Give me knowledge. Okay, let's keep playing. I got my water. Brad! I got a water for you, Brad. Brad? Oh, let's play video games. What a horrible day. My life is horrible. Oh no, what did I do? Did I poop on my hands? Oh no, I pooped in the bed. Mom? Oh, this is great. Talk about building tension. What's so funny is that this game, it didn't really start with what I mentioned earlier. It's a slow burn, but I think it's just the PSX aesthetic and the tone that is so well done that it didn't need it really doesn't need a strong setup. Although I think the game would be strong if you started with poop on your hands. It looked like poop, guys. What does this remind me of? I just gotta, oh man, I'm covered in poop. What does this remind me of? Babadook. Let's dig. I love this game. Oh no! Oh, it also reminds me of Salad Fingers. It's got... Oh, that's what it is. It reminds me of Salad Fingers. I has pooped myself. I love the sounds. Oh, this, you know what this feels like? It's like that feeling of depression where you start entering depression and you're like, yeah, here we go. It's gonna be a long winter. You just feel dark and everything's just drab and gray and the paranoia sets in. And everything that everybody says and everything that you look at is shouting at you and telling you that you're a horrible person. That is what this is. Brilliant. This is very well made. Let's continue digging. Ooh. That legit scared me. Why are you covered in flowers? Is that Brad? He's beautiful and strong. Look, guys, do you get it? There's poetry here. He's got a beautiful face covered in flowers, and he's made out of granite. He's perfect. This is a perfect man. That's what that is. Everything is beautiful except for me and my apartment. Oh gosh, that scared me too. Okay. Oh. Look how perfect we are. You are not perfect. I had a great conversation with Zalavir. He is the owner of Strange Scaffold, and he talks about how giving yourself limitations and forcing yourself to stick to a budget and stick to a schedule creates games kind of like this, where it has a cheap look, but it looks amazing. It's like necessity is the mother of invention, kind of. You force yourself to be confined to a budget, and this is what comes out. And indies should do that, honestly. Oh, look at my hands. So disturbing. Oh my word. So disturbing. Oh no! Pimples! Golly, that gave me chills. Oh, I'm getting... What am I getting? Am I getting Max Payne vibes or Shadow Man vibes? What is it? Is it Max Payne that I'm getting, guys? What are these vibes? I think it's both. Oh. Yeah, this is so disturbing. The life, or this is the mind, this is the paradigm and perception of somebody with anxiety and depression. Look at the textures moving like that. Oh. I guess that's maybe a dithering setting that gets amped up. Music is great. Alex, are you in the chat, dude? Where's Alex? Alex, are you there, bud? Oh no, not Brad. Oh. Where is he? There he is. Alex, dude. This is great. This is so much fun. You really have a strong vision of what you want, and I think you've done incredible here. Notice, guys, notice how I haven't had any critiques. I don't think I have. I'm gonna squeeze your nipple. Oh!
You know you can't do that until you look at yourself.
Brad? Really good sound design. Now, some of you might be thinking, Thomas, you always critique games that are really dark. Well, notice how this game became dark. It didn't just start dark. There's contrast. So it started very vibrant and light, and we've been descending into almost pitch black. That is when it works. I don't personally feel like you should start a game perfectly dark, unless it's perfect dark. You don't really want to start perfectly dark, because you want to create contrast. And in this case, you want to create this sense of descent. And I think Alex has done a really good job with that, and he's doing that with lighting, music, texture work. And also, it looks like the fog is increasing. That black fog increases in intensity as we progress through this. Oh no. Oh no. Alex, you're scaring me. Buckets. Everything smells like poop. Do you guys smell it? I can smell it. Oh, there's diarrhea everywhere. Mom, diarrhea is everywhere, Mom. Do I need to go look at myself? I'm scared to look at myself, I'm telling you that. Okay. Oh. Hey, Alex, did you watch Salad Fingers? Growing up? What am I doing? Right click, stun enemy when vulnerable, then attack left click. What? Is that what I think it is? Ooh. Wait, what? There's a person in there. Right click, stun enemy when vulnerable, then attack. How do I know when you're vulnerable? Yellow. There we go. Ooh. Nice music. Alex did. I'm not saying that David Firth is an inspiration to you, but he is to me, and this reminds me of his work. Oh goodness, what is that? There's so much in this game that I just absolutely adore. I love those hearts. What? What is it? Stop that. Oh gosh. Alex! Gotcha. Ugh. Oh, that feels amazing. Yeah. No. So yeah, incredible, incredible. But don't let my opinion sway you. Go ahead and Alex, can you let us know, by the way, how you achieved the PSX look? But go ahead and wishlist the game below if you found that really interesting, guys. I'm gonna do it right now. Next time there's a Alex, actually, I think I bought it. Did I buy it, or did you send me a key? I think you sent me a key. Well, I'll at least follow it. Thank you for the key, dude. No, I'm gonna go ahead and buy it, actually. Give me just a sec, guys. I don't want you to see my card. Oh, I can't buy it, Alex. You sent me the key. Oh, it says in cart. For my account. Continue shopping. Yeah, I think I already own it, but maybe I can gift it to somebody. I'll gift it to my brother. You will like this. It's weird. Oh, I love it when the games are fun. It's so inspiring. I feel so good. I feel refreshed. What a great game. Okay, I'm buying this for my brother. And I bet you he'll play it too. Buy it as a gift to the whole chat. Hey guys, let's give a round of applause to Alex. The reason I'm excited is because it's not every game that I test where I'm like I truly feel like that it was like handcrafted. And the bet, guys, this is so fun. So obviously games like do a lot of things. They're fun. They create wish fulfillment, right? That's a good game can do both. It should do both of those. But some games, what does this game do? It understands you. Doesn't it feel good to be understood? That's why games like this feel like therapy. When you play these games, you go, how did the developer know this is how I feel? And guys, I know I'm very charismatic on camera and I can be really nice. And it looks like everything's amazing because I have a nice camera and I'm good with visuals. But the truth is that I've had anxiety my whole life. I always feel kind of like that. So that made me feel heard, made me feel understood. Benjamin just bought it as well. Very good. Alex says this made my whole year and it's the only start of the year. Well, Alex, I hope it makes your life feel less diarrhea covered. Because sometimes life feels like there's diarrhea all over the walls and pimples are on my hands. So I hope you feel better, because this game makes it look like you're not doing great. And I'm not being mean. I'm not being funny either. I hope life gets better than whatever this game was. Okay, let's play the next game. It's called Iness. We're going to start with the Steam page. Alex has a really good understanding of how to create crunch and grit without it being over the top. One of the things that Iness is potentially going to do that I don't love is I don't like over the top effects and grunge. It really frustrates me and it gives me a headache. And maybe not, but I've seen this Steam page and I've watched the trailer, and that's my first complaint. My first complaint is you don't need this much effects. It's like adding a ton of pitch correction and reverb to your voice when you're singing because you're insecure about your voice. That's how it comes across. Don't be insecure. You don't need this many effects. Now, I don't know if Fuddled Studio feels insecure about their artwork, but it comes across that way with this much effects. But we'll start, we'll start like we always do with the hook. Experience a unique psychological horror. I don't know if you necessarily need that because it should be in here. Set in the 90s with a retro style. I would say solve ominous rituals in the 1990s. In a secret society in the 1990s. Solve, not puzzles, solve ominous, or I would say solve demonic rituals in a secret society in 1993. That's a good one. I think that's a really strong hook. That conspiracy theory, X-Files, that vibe of I'm in a cult. They're doing rituals. They're drinking blood and they're doing satanic rituals. But like solving puzzles for those rituals in the 90s, that sounds like a really good hook. So that's what I would do. Immerse yourself in someone else's past. That's completely abstract and doesn't make any sense to me. So I would either say immerse yourself in the past or go through a portal to your past. I don't understand what it means to go into someone else's past and feel deep emotional pain and fears. That doesn't do it for me. You're telling me what I'm going to feel, and that it's not fair. I don't think you can do that. You should never tell someone what they should feel. You should say, this is what happens and this is what's in the game, and let them feel what they feel. Face your own demons and uncover dark secrets that will keep you on edge. Okay, so I would rewrite this to be solve demonic rituals in a secret society in 1993. I don't even know if you need anything other than that. Yeah. This is very difficult to see and read. Also, there's a blur there, and the blur feels... Never mind. Let's just keep going. It's fine, I guess. I don't think this explains the hook very well. I would do, like, some kind of bloody red symbol that looks like a cult, and it says Iness. That's what I would do. But anyway, let's watch the trailer. Super loud. Oh gosh. Oh no. I think this could actually be horrifying. Oh no. Okay. I kind of like that trailer. Guys, this intro was actually really scary to me. This is actually a really strong hook. I think it's great. Yeah, I don't think this matches this. I think there's a disconnect visually between these two things. This is not well written. Look, here's the thing. This right here there's so much like personality right here. It gives me the same, it tells me that the developer should confidently write a short, bizarre description. Now, this is a risk, but you could do this. Solve demonic rituals. Yeah, solve demonic rituals in a secret society in 1993. That's all I would do. Burnt. And then this is what I would do. Watch this. Oh, guys, we have to do this. Hang on one sec. This face right here, this to me is the hook. This face right here. And so what you could do, this kind of game is one of those games where they're best marketed in a very bizarre, abstract way because that was so effective. That smacking is so effective. And I think that's really all we really need. You could do something like this. I'm gonna crunch it down. I'm gonna set it to nearest neighbor, and I'll show you why in a sec, guys. I'm gonna set this to nearest neighbor. There we go. Crunch it down, and then if you bring it up like this, you could do that, and then you could do just ugly in red pixel font. Do I have my pixel font? Where's my sans? Where's my pixel font? There it is. Iness. And then you could do red like this. Because this game looks like it's going to be pretty freaking disturbing. Iness. You could do that even. Or you could do this. I'm just having fun here, guys. Because the reason why I think we should do this is because this feels like it's trying too hard. This feels like it's trying too hard. Whereas this feels like it's completely self-aware. So this, I would do this right here. Something like that. Right? Or go complete black. And then you could actually, watch this. You could take this red, and put it over Iness maybe, and maybe you could have the face in there. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. You do that and then go black. And then you could be a little bit clever here, you know, you could rasterize this. And do like blood dripping. Do that. Something like that. And then we got to make sure it's black. Hold on. It looks like it's blue, I think. Yeah. There we go. That's what I would do. Do you guys see why I did that? You want me to put them side by side? Well, I could show you. I can actually put it on the Steam page to show you why I feel like this. Let me show you why this Steam page, or what we could do with this Steam page to really make this work. Because I actually think that there's a lot here. That honestly, that intro really scared me. It was really disturbing, and I would highly recommend to the developer to take this Steam page really seriously. I would do something like this. I would maybe even grab some of this texture here. Can't really see her in there, so maybe we could do this. Oh, that's so scary. Brilliantly done. The developer did a really good job with these faces. They're terrifying. You may even be able to get away with this. Oh, that's really scary. We'll try and do an overlay or something. Oh man, we're close. And then you could crank up the contrast. And do a color overlay. A hue saturation in red, maybe. I actually really liked it the way it was. That's cool, but let's see here. Grab that. I like the red, actually. I think it's great. That's all we really need. And I know I'm breaking some rules here because it doesn't really communicate the hook. But I'm just not sure that that's what this game needs to do. And then, yeah, obviously this would be really simple. Watch. Hold on one sec. Okay, that's good. Because the game's coloring isn't that vibrant, we might want to do a hue saturation shift down to that color scheme. That actually works really well. Yeah, something like that. This game is just so abstract and it works. Not every game that's abstract. Most games that are really abstract, they don't work. But look, if the hook says, if the hook is in the description and it says, it's really straightforward what the plot is. Solve demonic rituals. Actually, let's just do uncover a secret society, a disturbing, solve disturbing puzzles in an underground secret society in 1993. What I would even do is I would go the Blair Witch route, which is make this sound like it's real. Maybe in the trailer you could do something like in 1993 the Gray Spider secret society murdered 300 families and buried them beneath their floorboards. This is their story. Oh! Right? Something like that. We're gonna do. We'll just do Open Sands. But we do need some kind of mechanic here to solve disturbing puzzles in an underground secret society in 1993. Oh, let's uncover the dark, or uncover the disturbing murders of the notorious, I'm trying different ones here, notorious Gray Spider secret society in 1993. Something like that. Uncover the disturbing murders of the notorious, solve puzzles and mysteries. How are we going to write this? Explore a never-ending maze beneath a puzzling maze beneath the blood-stained floorboards. Okay, so I'm just trying stuff here. I think it's solving riddles, solving rituals in a secret society in 1993. Solve demonic ritual. No, it's, what are we doing? Oh man, we're so close. Experience the unique psychological horror set in the 90s with a retro style. I would make this feel more real. Yeah, yeah, Jason, I've seen the end of it. We're so close here, guys. Let's ask ChatGPT. Look, I'm being serious. ChatGPT, I'm being dead serious here. ChatGPT is your best friend here. I'm making a game about a death cult called the Red Fingers. I'm making a game about a death cult called the Red Fingers. I need you to write. It involves solving puzzles and rituals for this death cult in 1993. I want you to write me a 2-sentence description that highlights the fact these two hooks. Hooks are simply things that capture a potential buyer's interest on the Steam page. Make it sound like the description is describing a real, true crime event, kind of like Blair Witch did in their marketing. Oh man, we're so close. Yeah, I really like it read like that. That scares the crap out of me. So that's what we want. Oh! That was so scary. I love this. I could watch that all day. All right, what's she saying? Nope, too long. Too long, too descriptive. Please simplify and shorten. I need it. This is great. Something like this, for me, guys, works. Now, what we want to do is we want to make sure that the mechanics are kind of present in this. This is a true story. In 1993, the death cult known as the Red Fingers. Let's go even harder. The satanic cult known as the Red Fingers performed vile rituals on hundreds. They performed vile rituals. Their secrets remain a haunting mystery. We'll cover the truth and become part of it. Oh, we're so close. Can you make it more clear that the mechanic is solving puzzles that are directly correlated to solving unique game puzzles that are directly correlated to rituals? That's something like the hook, although I'm not sure if that's exactly what the hook is in the game, but we need more clarity there. Please keep it short and sweet. I love this start here. In 1993, the death cult known as the Red Fingers performed rituals tied to cryptic puzzles. Solve their twisted challenges. There it is. Woohoo! We got it! In 1993, the death cult... See how this feels like it's like, oh, is this real? And the developer, Fuddled Studios, they never need to say that it didn't happen. Just say it happened. Solve their mind. I'm going to say mind bending. I like the word twisted, actually, clearly. Solve their twisted challenges to uncover the truth or become part of the mystery. I like that. It's kind of like saying you're going to die. That's kind of the idea, guys. It's not perfect, but this is the approach I would take. Now, I don't want the developer to see this and say, "Oh, Thomas said this, so therefore Thomas is right." Do we agree with Thomas's approach or do we disagree? Yes, I agree. No, I disagree. Okay? And yes, we need to rewrite this in our own language or in our own voice. But this is a good start. Okay? You don't want to just take it straight from ChatGPT. So do we agree? or disagree. Here's what it is. This says Iness, and the text is, and you guys don't have to agree with me, just to be nice, you know. Experience a unique psychological horror set in the 90s with retro style. Duh. Get rid of that. Solve complex puzzles and who cares? Every game has complex puzzles. Uncover ominous rituals of a secret. That's interesting. Yay. Finally, we got something interesting. Immerse yourself in someone else's past. What? And feel deep emotional pain. What? Face your own demons. Ugh. That's grown. Duh. And uncover dark secrets that will keep you on edge. Okay. Instead,
in 1993, the death cult The Red Fingers performed rituals tied to cryptic puzzles. Solve their twisted challenges to uncover the truth or become part of the mystery.
That's kind of what we want to do here. Okay. Let's play this game. Wait, why are you over here? Hold on. Why did it appear on my other monitor? Hang on. It's appearing on my other monitor. What is it? Is it Shift Command over to get it on the right monitor? Crap. There we go. Too loud. You're right.
Fuddled Studio Entertainment. This game contains strong language, scenes of explicit violence, sensitive, sexual, and disturbing content.
I will warn you guys, I've seen some screenshots. I think it's a lot. I think this game, it might be a lot. So just maybe get the kids out of the room. Okay, Fuddled Studios. There's too much post-processing. Too much. Mixed bag of graphics here. Those hands are vector art and everything else isn't. They're too high resolution. I don't need to see the hands. Just show the page. Low wages. I was forced to accept various dirty jobs. Blah blah blah. My ex-wife said blah 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 blah. Too much text. I'm playing like a gamer, guys. Too much text. I would have shortened that, made it like 3 sentences. But it appears life's hard, things are tough. And I took a weird job. This is really cool. Get rid of the VHS. I don't need to see that. Better not come. Look at that. Oh, there we go. Don't worry about me. Thank you, and see you soon. The VHS thing, I don't think you need it. I think it's overplayed. Way too many effects. Yeah. It's just too much. You can have some of it. I think this game would really look great with the right post-processing. Nice. What? Too many post-processing effects here. It's like kind of headache inducing. Sorry, just seeing where I can go. Let's increase the mouse sensitivity. Ah, much better. Yeah, super difficult. Do you guys agree or disagree? Yes. Get rid of the effects. No, keep them. Yes, get rid of the effects. No, keep them. What do I do? Can I not jump? Whoa, this is an odd mechanic. I don't love that. I don't love that. Jason, quit it. Guys, what do I do? What? Oh, okay, whoa. Whoa. Okay, that's not good. So you want to make sure that there's a reticle or something on here, or you make it look broken. You need to have like a crack down the center. And they need to be pushed harder to open. Okay, yeah, you need to make that way more obvious. It truly does have an amazing atmosphere. I love the atmosphere, and I love games like this. It's super creepy. It feels like a frickin' nightmare. I love it. Nice. That looks great. Yeah, get rid of these effects. They're not helping. I want to see it clearer because it looks great. You don't need to hide it. Oh, nice shadow. Hey, by the way, developer, if you're watching, if I press a key, I keep moving even when I release the key. It's really disorienting. I would really make sure you get rid of that. You don't need coyote time with key presses. We gotta be real careful here. Oh man. Wait, what does the whole chat disagree with? Wait. Oh, Jason, are you making the chat hate you? I'm just kidding, by the way. Jason is one of my really, really good friends. And if you guys hate on Jason, I will, well, I'll quit the stream. How's that? Is that what's happening? Or do you guys disagree? Oh, it does have Suspiria vibes. Okay, so anyway, what do I need to find? Oh, yay! Oh. Oh, I'm so scared. Okay, I got oil. For what? Oh, I guess the gate? Hey, developer, you never, ever, ever give the key before the door. Jason, you taught me that. Actually, two Jasons taught me that. Jason Montgomery and also Jason Smith, the creator of Cultic. In this case, this is a design issue. The player will enter here, and they would probably, I know I missed it, but they would probably go in here, get the oil, and go, okay, what? And then, so that's the key, quote unquote, and this is the door. I assume, because it's rusty. How do I use oil? Who are you? Hello. What? That door looks identical to the other one, though. So that's another design issue. You should never have things that look identical have completely different behavior. You definitely want to have some post-processing, guys, obviously, but this is too much. This girlfriend, why is she not pixelated? Look at me. This is great. Oh, poor guy. But why is she... Oh, is that my daughter? What? Why does she look so... Okay, so the UI needs to be pixelated. Okay? The UI needs to be pixelated. I'm actually really having a good time, if I'm being completely honest. There's a lot here that's working. Hey guys, let's let the developer know what's working in this game. Does anyone have things? What's working? Because 2025 is the year where I want you guys to focus, and I was told this by my coach last year. What is working and what is not working in your games and in your career? So what's working in this game? Jason, shut your frickin' mouth! Atmosphere, yes. Sound, yes. Mystery, yeah, absolutely. This is so scary. It's a truly scary game. I'm actually really impressed. Setting an atmosphere, 100%. Mood is very intimidating, absolutely. Cool thunder, visually, and thorough sound. And that, guys, you can lean on that entirely for your game. Just don't make bad design mistakes. If you have bad design mistakes, we can't enjoy the visuals. Also, if the post-processing is trash, it's not going to work for players. This is the most headache-inducing post-processing, and I wish I could turn it off. Post-processing is one of those ways to, like, put a Band-Aid on insecurity. Kazan says, "What did Jason do?" I'm just kidding, Jason. Obviously, Jason knows I'm kidding. Jason is doing great as a mod. It's just a hole in the wall, but there is something behind. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm just trying to be helpful. The English is bad here. I'm not sure if the developer, English is their second language or this was a mistake. Be careful, because it can really, really bring down the value of your game. Make sure that the translation is good. It's just a hole in the wall, but there is something behind it. There is something behind it. Well, yeah, there's a tree. Do I need to open another frickin' rusty door? I want to see that lady slapping herself. Terminus says, "What do you not like about the post-processing?" It's too much. It's too much. It hurts. Guys, when you play this full screen, it hurts. Oh, hello. Come on, give me a sound. Come on. Let's use the key. Oh, hello. What? Come on. What? So none of this is taught, by the way. Inventory is not taught, and it really should. Why are there weird spots on my body? There's so much personality in this game. Yeah. Why? Come on. Do I need to start up the tractor? I actually do like... I like the idea of giving the player a time. So February 23rd, 1996. I like that. But I don't think it needs to be there at all times. this where I came from, guys? Yeah, that's where I came from. I want to get to the slapping lady. Hello? Hello? What do I do? Does anyone have any, Maybe there was a locked door behind me? Drag on my character? What do you mean? Yeah, the UI in this game is not great. You need to make it look ugly. What I mean by that is you need to make the UI look like this. Please let me explain. I know this is annoying, but you guys might learn a lot, okay? Here's what I mean by UI looking ugly. What you want to do is make it look ugly on purpose. You don't want it to miss. UI is supposed to, it should emphasize the visual hook of your game. It should just be a garnish. Right now, it feels like clip art from 2006. And so what we want to do is instead have it say inventory, really ugly, like this. Okay. And then you want to do like classic ugly inventory from the 90s. Like this. That's the sound it makes when when text appears on screen. Watch this. This will look cool too, I promise. Watch. Inventory. We'll do white. The drop shadow's not working for me, actually. There we go. We'll do that. And then, yeah, we'll do white here. Then you could just have this ugly, like, watch this. This is so easy. I'm going to type in female, pretty female in red shirt. Okay. There we go. Watch this. I'm having a lot of fun today, actually. Scale down and then scale up at nearest neighbor. So there's the picture of our girlfriend. Cassandra. And then you could take this here and you could do cut it out, and then you could do like this. Black. Like this. And then you could take this. This is sort of this is something kind of like a it's almost an identity that you're creating with your UI, where you go, okay, all of my UI always uses white bars on the top, right? So you need to do that with your games. Create some kind of visual identity where you're always using white bars on the top of things, okay? Or it could be underneath to separate stuff, you know? It's just white bars are part of the visual identity of this game. Let's see here. What's the what do we usually see? We see her, love you, dad, and like a notepad and then a key. Okay, got it. So for this, you just go. I wouldn't even have the notepad as a big giant icon like that. I just say note or diary. So there's our diary. And it's black. Again, visual identity. For our buttons, we could do something like this. So there's our diary. Bring it on over. And then we have one more thing, which is what? A hand. I don't know what that even does. And these are our inventory items. Okay, got it. So we could do our diary down here. Oh, you guys need to trust me. It's going to look great. Promise. We'll do, delete that actually, and then we're going to do squares. 3 squares for our inventory items. Now, one of the best things you can do is really be conscious of your padding in your UI. So we could do 3 of these guys. I'll show you what I mean by being conscious of padding in just a sec. This we can get rid of for now. You want things to be nice and clean. Look at that. It's nice and lined up over down here. See that? See how everything's almost in a nice clean grid? Okay, we'll do that. Guys, we're being conscious of our padding. Look at that padding there and padding there. See? Does that make sense? And guys, these aren't just Let's Plays. These are me teaching, okay? So if you don't want to teach, you can just download the game. If you don't want to be taught, you can just download the game. Which I don't even know if any of you are complaining. I'm just letting you know. Okay, and then we have our 3 inventory items like this. Let's get rid of that. I don't know who that girl is. I'm just putting her in here. Because I don't know who she is. We're going to do nice clean padding like this. Okay. Oh, yeah. That looks great. We need something down here which could say like close. Exit. And then an arrow. There we go. Oh, Thomas, you frickin' win. Beautiful job. And then you can have your key. But Thomas, I don't have a key icon. Look how clean this is going to look, guys. Watch. Oh, but Thomas, that's vector art. Don't do that. Hang on. Drop down the scale. It's set to nearest neighbor for the interpolation. Bring it back up. And voila. We get a key. I don't know. We get a lighter. What? Oh, man. You guys, this is gold. This is gold information for you. Look at what you're learning today. Look how easy this is. Look how pretty it all looks. And then I don't know, notebook. We don't even need that diary right there. We can just have it right here. No, that's inventory. So that's our diary. And then we have inventory that's usable, consumable. So consumables are in this grid on the right side. Okay, whatever. A compass. What's a consumable? Oil. Okay, almost there, guys, and we'll jump back into the game. Hopefully this helps you. So what did we learn here, guys? These menu, number one, menus need to, they need to look like the identity of the game. If they look different, they make the game look really cheap. In fact, I would say that this game, with the design issues fixed, design meaning the level design issues and the teaching issues, the post-processing fixed, and the UI fixed, this game would get a pretty good score for me because it just works for me. I love this atmosphere. But yeah, these are great, and then we're going to use that visual flourish here, guys. Always use that visual flourish if you can. It's some kind of snipe. It could be rounded corners. That's your thing. It could be a color. That's your thing. Something like that. And you want it to be nice and even. We also learned that padding is really valuable for UI. It makes it look really pretty. So notice, guys, notice how the padding is generally equal. It's not perfect, but because this is just a rough concept. But you want to equal. See? That's what you want. So yeah, that's what you could do with the inventory. I mean, if you really, really wanted to, you could say, okay, well, this is going to be red. But I really don't think you do. Maybe we could use an off-white. Oh, yes. we could use an off-white that matches the color of the game. I love this kind of stuff. This feels way more retro. Good, yay, we figured it out. All of these things can be nice and retro. This one, there we go. Her. Everything's nice and matchy-matchy. Does that make sense, guys? Sometimes it's a little hard to see, though. So, yeah, you want to be careful. But that's the idea, you know, something like that is much better. Look, there's this. Guys, look how much better this looks and how much better this makes the game feel. And obviously, it's not perfect, but compared to this. And then you'd have your little dude. You'd have your dude hanging out on the left side of the screen. I forgot the dude. What I would do is I would take him, and what I'd do is I would put him kind of like down here, and he's sort of clipping at the bottom. You could do that, and then you could take the rest of this and shift it over like this. There we go. I wouldn't highlight him like that. That's weird. I just do this. It's such a great looking game, though. There's so much here. And it's funny. There's a ton of personality. Okay, I'm going to cheat here. And I would give me a name. I'd say Chris Pencil. There's my name. That's what I would do. Something like that. The black doesn't fit. Okay. Well, then how could we make the black fit? We could do... You could just do a faint color, honestly. Something like that. Yeah. That, to me, is a much better solution, guys. So that's the idea, and this is what we got. Yeah, it might indicate the health status. You're right. Now we just got to figure out what to do. I want to see the lady slapping herself. What do I do? Try the key on the other door. What other door? This one? That would be crazy if it worked. No. Oh! Okay, always reward the player for something like that. Yeah, we definitely should have been rewarded for that. Something here. Wait. There's so much here. Like, this game could really work with the right fixes to the UI, to the post-processing, and some of these design issues, because I shouldn't be lost at this point. I think I like his menu better than yours. Well, Jeeve, that's okay. You might be right, buddy. I don't know what to do. Use hand in the hole? Oh. No. I got a key. The key doesn't work. That's hilarious. I love that. All right, so Jason, what do I do, bud? Okay, let's go back in time. Are there any locked doors? Hey, by the way, guys, when you have backtracking in your game, it's not that backtracking is a problem. You need to tell the player, hey, backtracking is a thing in this game. And the way you do it is you teach them. You say, maybe I need to go back to that door. Something like that. You have to teach that backtracking is a thing. Once you teach it, then they'll know and they'll do it forever. Okay. I'm completely lost. I'm not lost, I just don't know what to do. I got a key, and there's no locked door anywhere. Always show the locked door first before giving a key, especially at the beginning. Always show the locked door before giving the key. It's the golden rule. Wait, what? I really want to see the slapping lady. Come on. What do I do? Flashlight is F. D. Is the fence a door that requires a key? No. Wait. No way. No. I think the developer has a real talent for atmosphere. I think really, really good atmosphere here. I just... Ugh. Is he in the chat? Why? Come on. This is kind of frustrating. No notes. Okay, guys. Well, I mean, it's awesome. I wish we could play more, but we're going to need to go ahead and vote because my day is wrapping up. So that's a shame. Okay, let's go ahead and vote in the description, and then I'm going to reveal the final vote, okay? Yeah, was it the tractor? Was it the tractor? Okay, we'll try the tractor. Hang on. We will try the tractor. Oh, I hate this stuff. Stop. And then we'll vote. Okay, I got 10 minutes left. It's loading. Oh no. Please tell me it's saved. Fuddled Studios Entertainment. Warning, this game contains strong language, scenes of explicit violence, sensitive, sexual, and disturbing content. Oh no. It didn't save. Wait, no. Okay. That loading screen it doesn't match. Anytime I see high resolution stuff up against low resolution stuff, it makes me feel weird. Okay, let's try the friggin' tractor. Nope. Guys, come on, we gotta figure this out. And guys, this is such a good sign for the developer because I want to figure this out. Like, I really want to figure this out. By the way, mouse sensitivity didn't save. So that needs to be saved. Okay, we're gonna find something that's locked. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna play this game on my own. Oh, what's that? Dang it. Okay, well, let's go ahead and vote, guys. The link in the description will be where you vote for the best game. Here's the rule, okay? Rule is do not vote if you didn't see every game. That's the rule. Do not vote. Were there stairs in the barn? No, I didn't see any stairs in the bar. Anyway, we got to get going here anyway. So go ahead and vote using the link in the description. It's the final link in the description, okay? Does everybody see it? And I'll go ahead and vote too. Now, for those of you who don't remember, Iness was that game that we were just playing. Barbotine was that weird psychedelic game by that guy named Alex, where you're in this creepy apartment. Maybe oils is for the tractor and not for the door. Maybe, I don't know. The ladder you crawled under has a room with stairs. And then IHAS was that weird that game where you're a robot. Is everybody voting? Only vote if you've seen all the games. We've got 49 votes so far. If you saw all the games, and I'll reveal it in a sec, okay? While you guys vote, just a big reminder. I'll do one quick ad read. We're sponsored by my course, Full-Time Game Dev. New Year's sale ends in 4 days and 17 hours. This is for real. The New Year's sale and Black Friday sale are my biggest sales of the year. After this, I won't do a sale this big. 50% off plus 2D Art Pro and 3D Art Pro. So if you want to learn from an actual game developer how to do artwork, but also how to get funded on Kickstarter with publishers, how to hit the Steam front page, how to reach out to the press, how to get YouTubers to play your game. I teach all of this. Thomas, why do you teach? What do you know? Well, I've done all this, okay? So I'm on my third commercial release. I'm currently published by 3D Realms for my game called Twisted Tower. I also have 2 other games, Pinstripe and Neversong, which have very positive scores on Steam. They've been published, and also Apple Arcade bought my second game, Neversong. And so, and I've done Kickstarter campaigns, been over $100,000 raised for my first one, almost $90,000 for my second one. So I teach how to do all this, how to go fund it, how to get funded, and how to make money before you even finish your game. So check it out below. I have 4,500 students worldwide. If you're a student, let me know in the chat what you think about the program. And I will also shout you out in tomorrow's live stream, just like I did for these fellas here, these ladies and gentlemen here. Okay, well, let's go ahead and jump into our final results. Are we ready, guys? The final results are... Barbotine, overwhelming winner. Iness, second place at 20%, almost 17%. And then IHAS at 16%. All of these games they never really fully get like a fair shake, in the sense that I don't play through the whole thing. We're really just critiquing game feel and like issues with the introduction to the game. So this is by no means a representation of what the game is going to do in the future. It's just the first 5 minutes of a game are really important, and also just the hook and all that. So Iness and IHAS, and this is tough. You know, I would say that both these developers here need to realize these had very similar names. So we may be getting some confusion. So it's hard to know. It really is. I actually feel like Iness could be an incredible game. IHAS, I'm not sure there's a hook that's strong there, but it looks great, plays great. But in terms of like its marketability, I'm not sure if it's fully realized yet. Iness though, I actually really liked Iness. I think there's a ton of personality in that game. But yes, Barbotine is the clear winner for sure, and definitely deserves it. Okay, how much money did Apple pay you for Neversong? It was a lot, but I won't tell you how much. Okay, guys, any critique on how I did this? Do you guys like it? Do you like how I do these live streams? Please let me know in the chat. Yes, Jason. There's $100 billion. Any critique, or what do you guys like about these live streams? I'd love to hear. Is there anything that you want to see differently? Will you be laughing the demo for Twisted Tower soon? Playing it? Maybe. How do you get your game into the list? Follow me on twitter.com/ThomasBrushDev, x.com/ThomasBrushDev. Solid game feel is hard to get good feedback on, and that's my goal is to try and give you good feedback on game feel. Bayonet Network wants me to yell more at Jason. I mean, he definitely deserves it. Jason's the kind of guy that I just like really just can't stand. Okay, cool. Maybe give that curse for free and rely on community giving, donations, and Patreon. The indie spirit way. No, I'm running a business. Sorry. Love these streams. Gets me motivated. Yep. You don't like the angry outbursts. Okay, I'll be nicer. Good. Anything else? Angie wants female developers on the podcast. I have 2 that I've reached out to that I'm hoping to get on. I've tweeted at their DMs. More head slapping. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think we'll keep doing these streams. It seems like people really find them valuable. So I hope sometimes I feel like I'm not cut out to give this much advice. So I don't know.